What's up, everyone? Welcome back here for another recap video. Today, Triad trading, finishing up in the green, baby. In the green, MBIO up 1.2K on the stock, finishing up on the day just shy of 1.3K. So, pretty decent day. I definitely am happy with my performance. There were some areas where I could have done better, like always, but definitely was patient. Or was patient for the right type of stock, the right price action, and then dialed in and got active. So let's take a look here. MBIO, and for those of you who are not involved in the pre-market pump, get involved in the pre-market pump. I am streaming every single day from 9 a.m. to 9:30. I go through the pre-market watch list, and I saw MBIO popping up. It was the only one with news. It was a phase 1 clinical trial with positive results. This stock had a low flow, and also combined with the cheap price, we were able to turn the float so many times today. Today we turned the float 40 times. The float to say is roughly about 25 million share float, and we're about to trade 1.1 billion shares today. That means we turn the float 40 times. Whenever you turn the float 40 times, you have a huge chance for these short sellers to get squeezed. And that's what we got today. That's what we got. Pretty much a massive move all day long. Just grinding higher, grinding higher, grinding higher. The first part of the move was actually pretty parabolic. Say pre-market, this was pretty parabolic. Wasn't so much grindy, just really strong action here. And then again here, very strong action here for the red to green. Pretty much instant 10-cent pop, which was beautiful. I got that for a nice 10-cent pop, which actually turned out to be my biggest winner ever, percentage gain. This is my biggest trade right here. Biggest trade of my career. I think I made 26% on this trade. And that was like a 5-6 second trade. I was just in the right area at the right time, and boom, I got a nice 10-cent pop, and that really kind of kicked off the day for me. And then here, this first bull flag got aggressive in this area for the test of 50, taking it off here at the highs, and that put me over 1K on the day, and finishing on the day 1,300. So 1,300. Just shy of 1,300. Just shy of 1,300. So pretty decent day. I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, after that, we did start to kind of grind up here, and this was start to get a little trickier because it was a little bit more grindy price action. Lots of false signals on the level 2. Grindy price action, and it definitely favored a little bit longer hold times because of that. But we was able to kind of get small green on it, and then I went for a walk here between 1 and 2, and I came back and we saw the breakout and then the rejection here, and then we started to curl back up, and literally from here to here, this massive 55% move, I made $0. Zippo. $0 on this grindy ass move from 6. Honestly, it looks clean in hindsight, but in the moment it was really grindy. I really struggled on it, and I think I lost $10 or something. Plus orders, I lost orders. I wasted orders and wasted churning shares, so probably more in commissions. So net red here on this 60% move. So it's crazy how much the price action or how I performed was different on this leg here versus this leg. So I definitely want to take a look at that and see kind of the differences. I think it was more so this was clear strength. There was a lot of clear strength, I guess, on the level 2, which gave me that confidence to get in. And also we weren't seeing as much fluctuations on the push. So how I was trading this was really waiting for a big seller to get eaten up and kind of buying into the push on the level 2, and this tape starting to speed up or seeing green on the tape, buying into the push, and then kind of taking it off from the extension. And that's what I was kind of doing over and over again on this leg here. But then on the second leg, when I would buy the push, it would flash down, and then it would pop back up, and then it would push a little higher and then flash down, and then every time I would buy the push, it would kind of just retrace, and I would just be either stopping out for break even or for a small loss. And I was just kind of like the constant one step forward, one step back kind of thing. And I just never really got any traction here on the second leg. So it was kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. It's fine. At least I didn't give back so much profits. At least I'm not like, giving back half of my gains on the day, which is the one thing I didn't want. So here we are, market's closed. Maybe we see that push here after on this off this low of the consolidation here in the after hours. I do not trade after hours just because the lack of liquidity and also lack of volume, and it's a little bit more volatile. Can be a little bit more volatile on after hours. So I want to be careful with that. I do not trade after hours, especially I'm already up I traded 880 shares today, or 890 orders today, so just a little bit too much there. So I think I need to dial down and stop for today and come back tomorrow. So let's go take a look here at the statistics, and then I could show you guys my biggest ever percent gainer trade ever. So you can take a look at that after our statistics. So statistics, 1.286, 1,286, with largest winner 300, which was a 26% winner, which is my biggest winner ever. Not dollar amount, but percentage wise. And honestly, percentage wise is actually, I would take more value in the percentage as a bigger trade than dollar amount, because that is actually, you're capturing a bigger portion of the move versus, you can get a 10% winner and make $3,000, and that could be your biggest winner in dollar amount, but it may not be like the biggest move that you caught on the stock. So as far as biggest move on the stock, like capturing the most percent on a stock, this is the biggest I've ever had. 26% in one trade. That's crazy. That's crazy, because you think about it, like the average stock market return is 10% a year, and I just made 26% in 5 seconds. Like, the stock market has like infinite possibilities, and this happens, honestly, this happens more often than you think. It's just very rare to be in that moment, and that it's very rare to be at the right place at the right time, the exact spot where that specific stock just teleports or just spikes like 20%, 30%. It happens a lot often, but on that moment of time, it's rare for you to be in there at that moment, and also not taking your gains too fast, and also not getting in too late. So timing it is very difficult, but they do happen pretty often, these massive spikes. So I would say it's part luck, but also, it does take skill to be there at the right time. But the luck part comes for the outcome. We can't control outcome. As traders, we cannot control outcome. We cannot control how high the stock goes. We cannot control if the stock rejects or if it holds up and continues. We cannot control any of that. The only thing we can control is where we get in and where we get out. And that requires skill. So, part of it is skill, part of it is luck, pretty much like anything else. So let's take a look here at the statistics of the specific trade. So entry at 38 cents. This was the red to green move. Entry at 38 cents, out at 48 cents. I only had 3K share size. It happened so fast, I didn't have time to add into my position. So only 3K shares. But P&L, 26%. P&L dollar amount, $300. It still paid pretty nice. A $300 winner is pretty nice. But, for this percentage gain, if I'm on normal share size, let's say it's like 5K or 6K, that's a nice $600 or $700 winner. Or what? 5K, yeah, so that'd be like, so say roughly a double that for a normal share size on that price stock, 6K shares, you know, $600 winner, that's pretty nice. That's definitely on the bigger end. Still not the biggest I've ever had. I think my biggest winner was $1,200. My biggest winner was, I think, $1,200 or $1,300. So nowhere near that amount, but for percentage-wise, definitely my biggest ever. Oh, well, it looks like, wow, okay. So it looks like, I did not know about this update. So it looks like Trade Journal, the software that I use to journal my trades, put in an update, an auto-generated chart. Very interesting. This is the first time I've seen this. So it looks like I have the chart in here. Looks like they have the buy, the sell, and dividend. I do not see how I can see the minute chart. I think this is only the daily chart, maybe. I don't know. I have to take a look into this more, but yeah. If you guys are interested in Trade Journal, the link will be in the description to sign up. It is free. If you go to the homepage, there'll be a sign-up form. And you guys can journal your trades for free. You can just upload your file straight from Thinkorswim. Go to your account statement, top right, go to export file, and upload the file to Trade Journal, and you can journal your trades, analyze your statistics, like every other profitable trader does. So let's take a look here at the video archive. I'll only show a couple trades. All right, so we're kind of curling up here. Let me get rid of this. So I'm only up. I don't even think I traded this. The other stock we were trading was TRNR. The other stock we were trading, before we get into this, the other stock that was on the watch list was TRNR and SCLN or something like that. SCLN or SCNI. SCNI and TRNR. I was saying in the pre-market pump that that these might just move just because the float is just so small. And there's no news on it. It's just going to move just straight off of, you know, fear of missing out. The float is so small that, you know, maybe this is just going to go to the moon. TRNR almost did go to the moon. It went up, you know, from 4 to 8, so pretty decent. But it did get choppy here at the highs. And it was very difficult to trade because of the large spread. I didn't really make out too well. I was only up, I think at the high, maybe, that's it, like 70, 80 bucks. So, you know, I only made 60 bucks on this stock. I missed pretty much the first leg. After the halt, it was very difficult. And then it just got kind of choppy in here. It just got really choppy, and I just kept kind of taking scratches on the spread, and it didn't really feel comfortable sizing up into a stock like this. And that's kind of what I was seeing pre-market, was saying that also the float is so small that the market makers just don't have enough supply to keep the spread tight. That's why you see some of these micro floats, like we're saying floats under 1 million shares. That's why we see the spreads to be a little bit wider than normal, because the market makers just literally don't have enough shares on the market to keep the spread very tight and liquid, and, you know, being able to get in and out reliably without getting any slippage. So TRNR and SLNI, or SCNI, not my favorite. But then MBIO popped up. MBIO, I was waiting for, you know, I wasn't even expecting the red to green. I was like, this thing doesn't even look good. I was trading it in here. You know, maybe we see the VWAP break. I was really not expecting this thing. I was like joking in the chat. I was joking in the chat saying like, oh, can we at least see a red to green for like, can the market gods bless us with a beautiful red to green to save the day? And I was not expecting any of it. I was not. I really thought this was done. And it started to curl up. It started to curl up. And then this big trade just completely just caught me off guard. So curling up, I'm like, all right, we could still see, you know, maybe over the next 10 minutes, we'll see this move kind of retrace to the pre-market high and then squeeze out. You know, maybe do a little consolidation here, then curl up, and then maybe a little consolidation, and then finally go over the course of 10 or 15 minutes. But no, this thing just teleports. So I'm in 1,500 shares. All right, I'm like, all right, break of 40, nice. All right, I'm ready to take my profits before we even hit the high, and we just teleport to 50. We teleport to 50, And I just got lucky. I also got really lucky with this fill. I just hit flatten, and I'm getting filled all the way up here. Oh man, it took me a while to get filled for 3,000 shares, which is kind of odd. So, I guess if I was on like 10K shares, maybe I wouldn't have gotten filled as well. But man, like this thing, I had no time to really just start sizing into this thing. It just boom. It just boomed. Just gone. But yeah, nice. Now I'm up 515 on that nice red to green. And I was able to kind of dial in. Looks like I made 200 on the consolidation. Looks like I made 300 on the consolidation or so. And then for the big old 50-cent gain, I did not have the 50-cent breakout. I did not have my share size set up. I just started buying, man. I just started buying. Sometimes that can get me in some trouble. My biggest losses are just like when I just start just spamming the buy button because I think it looks too good. Sometimes that can get me into some trouble. Especially with Thinkorswim, it takes you a minute to get out if you're in such a big share size. Especially if you're sending like 5 orders at a time, you're gonna have a slower time getting out. But let's take a look at this. I'm up 834 here. Okay, I should be in here. This is the first candle that we're closing closing where areas where the previous candles could not close. This is bullish here. I need to be in. Boom, the first 5-minute candle make a new high. Boom, I need to be in. So I'm in here, 7,500. Oh, and I take it all off. Fuck. Oh, man. That's not good. That's, man, that's a third of a cent gain. That's it? And it moved 2 cents? That's not good. That would have been yeah, I left maybe about $150 on the table there. Then we pull back, right? I think we pull back, or we don't pull back. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous here. I'm changing my share size. I'm like, all right, which share size I'm going to use? All right, boom, I'm getting in for the break of 49. I see the push coming in, green coming in on the tape. Got a nice stack of sellers here at 49, getting chewed in. Boom, I'm at 4K. I'm adding on the break of 49. I'm just adding again. Oh, man, added again there at 49. And then I sell, and like as I'm getting filled on my order, it just starts to go. So it was a really, really weird. I'm checking my fills now, so it looks like I get filled at 50. So it looks like I got lucky there. But it looks like I sold early. But I guess Thinkorswim, since it's so slow, at least, in some cases, it actually worked out in my favor because it's so, crappy sometimes. So in this case, it actually worked out. So thanks Thinkorswim or Charles Schwab for your slow fills working in my favor this time. But I still am sure that I'm probably net red from these slow fills. But take the quick micro pullback, looking for that next push through 51. Just getting way too aggressive. I do take out, looks like a small gain there. I'm up 1K now. But yeah, that's all I'm going to show. I don't want to show too much because for those of you guys who are members of the Triad Trading Archives, you guys will have full access to the archive. And if you're not already a member, you guys can sign up with the link down in the description. It's about $15 a month, and you'll get access. For the entire year's archives, and also my backlog of archives. So you'll be able to check out, days that I traded, 2 or 3 months ago, and review the trades and review the stocks that were active on that specific day and how I traded it. And also you guys can compare how you traded it, and maybe you guys can get some value from that. But yeah, check that out with the link in the description, and also the other links if you want also to sign up for Trade Journal. But yeah, let's see here. The other thing was, no, I think that was it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this recap, hit that thumbs up button for me. If you guys were green, if you guys were green, bravo, bravo. It was a tricky day. It was a tricky day, especially NBIO. You know, it was a little bit cleaner, like I said, in the first half of the day. Second half of the day, a little bit choppy. And also, TRNR was not easy at all. So if you guys are green, bravo, because it was definitely not easy with the spread. But if you guys are red, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. That's why we have risk management skills. You know, we're not losing more than one average green day, and we're living the trade another day every single time, because the key to success is longevity. The key to success is staying in the game to the point where you can develop the foundation, the knowledge, the skills to start making some serious cash in the market. It's not blowing up on year 2, year 3, year 4. It's actually not blowing up ever, but it's sticking it out, surviving for the long term, and eventually you'll start to make some profits. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.